Yeah. Okay.
All right. So there's some interesting developments in the city of New York. The schools, the public schools are mostly populated by Black and Hispanic students, right? That's a public school. Now the public specialized high school have 60% Asians in them. 60%. 60% Asian, because they spend all their money to send the kids to school, to send the kids to these prep courses in order to pass these exams to get into those schools. I mean, they perform better than everyone else because they heavily invest in prep courses for the kids to pass these exams to get into these specialized schools. That is why even though they have a small population in the city, they are represented. They're 60% of these specialized high school, of which there are only 8 of them. Or 9, there are 9 of them. But the Asian population in these schools are 60%. 60%. Oh, Jesus. What the fuck is going on here? Now, the mayor and this chancellor want to open it up, they want to get rid of the exam and allow 7% of Black and Latino kids into these high schools. Now, if you do that, the Asian population in these schools will be reduced to 53%, still overrepresented. And they are up in arms about this. They are up in arms about this shit. I mean, could you fucking imagine? Can you imagine this shit? Right? They are demonstrating day and night. Never see them demonstrate for nothing. Except the whole Liang thing when he shot the guy. That's all that's the only time you see them come out to fucking demonstrate. When it's just solely in their fucking interest. They don't take part in anything. No civil rights except, and they benefit from all these civil rights activities that black people, black Americans have fought and died for in the past. They heavily benefit from it. But yet, when it comes to something like this, where they're overly represented. I mean, this is something they agree with black people when it comes to white people overly represented in the workplace and whatnot. They didn't fight. They benefit from black people allowing sort of a quota system to get more black people into some employment arenas, right? And in schools, they all fall under that minority shit. See, when it benefit, because it now benefit all minority, when it was supposed to benefit black people. So now, when they are the ones who are overrepresented, they want to keep it that way. They want to remain the same. That's how selfish this fucking group of people are, right? And you'll see them in the little communities, right? They only buy from their own, but they sell to every fucking body else. They tightly control the economics in their freaking communities, which is all right. But they're the only freaking group that deals exclusively with each other, but sells to everyone else, especially minorities, who are the bread and fucking butter, who pay for these same kids of theirs to go and take these lessons to pass these exams. And again, you would never see them demonstrating for no black fucking issues. Never see them demonstrating for that. And that's the audacity of some of this group. How their kids work hard. Every fucking body kids work hard. It's just that they spend a lot of money to send the kids to lessons. God, that's the only fucking way they're gonna pass. That's the only way they'll pass. Then you have these high achieving black and Latino kids freaking struggling like hell, but yet achieving better than their ass. They never even get to go to the lessons. They can't fill the fucking slots because you have these Asian kids, 1 million of them, who are eligible because they all took prep courses and got a point or two more. So they're placed higher on the list. And this is the crap, you know. Anyway, black people really need to understand that they're on the fucking own. They really are on the fucking own. And these Asian groups, they're heavily, in the city, heavily dependent upon minority groups in terms of business. They have the Chinese restaurant all throughout the so-called ghetto where they don't want to live, but where they get money to put their fucking kids through school and take these lessons. All Chinese restaurant all over the fucking place. All the black neighborhoods you have them. But when with the Liang thing, they go, they're gonna boycott black businesses because if the damn murderer goes to jail. That's the nerve. They don't buy from black people. They don't buy anything from black people. Absolutely nothing. All they do is sell to black people. Don't buy anything from black people. Black people don't even have anything to sell. This is bullshit. Anyway, I just want to get on that fucking rant.